Welcome. Sorry, I'm a couple of minutes tardy here. It has been one of those days here where not a lot's getting done. Everything seems to be taking longer. End up having more conversations than doing much work this morning here. So, welcome in everybody. We are on episode number 8 here. The underdogs for the live at lunch, so we'll give everybody a few minutes here to jump in. It looks like Joe Woodlam is already in here. Welcome back for another day, buddy. Just so everybody, just some reminders for everybody here. Hopefully everybody can hear me here as people start to jump on here. Just some reminders for everybody here. We are doing our first ever Thirsty Thursday live stream for our B-Class bench racers. So I think we've got about a dozen of you now. Hopefully we'll see everybody there tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We are going to, what's up, Patty? We are going to be, having a couple bevies and talking whatever you guys want to in that members feed or members live tomorrow night for Thirsty Thursday. So if you haven't already, make sure you sign up for our members area, $5 a month there. And don't it's a cup of coffee from Starbucks or whatever. So welcome in everybody. Again, we'll give a few more minutes here, get some of y'all in before we jump into our topics of the day. Sorry if I seem a little tucked up here. It's a little cold on this side of the shop today. I didn't use the old air compressor over here as much as I have the last couple of days, so it's pretty cold. Couple other things. Again, we're in TLR Coatings studios here. I know y'all have seen these all week. We have these custom Milwaukee fastback knives here. So got a little army inspired one I did yesterday. So if you guys are interested in any of these, make sure to hit up TLR Coatings Instagram. We have all of these sitting here. They're for sale. We've got plenty other ones. If you guys are looking for a custom color, you want them to match your bike, that's fine. If you're in the trades and you want, like I said, some specific colors or something, we have these sitting here ready to rock and roll. They'll be on the website soon, hopefully by this weekend. So again, make sure to hit up TLR Coatings because I don't give them as much love because it's my own company. So, or if you need anything custom powder coated anywhere across the U.S., we can ship everything everywhere basically. So we can definitely do that. All right, let's see here. So we got some people coming in. I was gonna do a little bit of research this morning, which of course I now haven't had time, and here we are doing a live stream. So today's topic is we're gonna talk Savatgy versus Justin Cooper. Who's the bigger underdog, because they definitely are both kind of I'm gonna call it underappreciated riders there. Let's see here, we'll try to look up Justin Cooper here first while we're still getting everybody in here. Welcome everybody to the live stream. Again, remember, if you guys enjoy the content, like, subscribe, comment there. Like I said, today we are going to be talking Justin Cooper, Joey Savatgy. I'm going to try to look up some stats here. I apologize. I was going to do this before I got started, but it's been one thing after another this morning, and I just didn't have the time to look stuff up here. All right, Justin Cooper there. Let's go individual races here. So, 450 Supercross here. Podium SX. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you all for tuning in, guys. Make sure to hit that like button. That'll help get us some more eyes here. Sorry, I'm just looking up some stats here on Justin Cooper. Again, we're doing Justin Cooper, Joey Savatgy today. So make sure to type your questions in. I don't have the chat pulled up right this second. I'm looking up stats here on these guys, which I meant to do before. I apologize. This is pretty typical If you know the show, if you're not new here, you guys know that like we never seem to have stats, and here I am trying to have stats, and of course I didn't get the stats before we got going here. I was already late. It's just been a thing, all right, guys. It's just been a thing. Let's see here. All right, let me just get Savatgy's stats here, and then we'll get rocking and rolling here. Okay, all right. Savatgy's stats, not as good as you would think. He's definitely got the experience, but it's not quite. Wow, really interesting. Okay. All right. So we'll get rocking and rolling here. So Savatgy versus Justin Cooper here. Now, in my opinion, these guys are same. Like Justin Cooper's career is slightly better right this second. But that's just because he is newer in the that is just because he is newer in the into the 450 class, in my opinion. These guys are. It's ironically we actually had this conversation on the show here last year, maybe it was the year before. I actually looked it up of Justin Cooper versus Joey Savatgy as far as the 250 class went, and they were super close, but I do believe that Justin Cooper edged out Savatgy by sheer number of podiums, because he was just like a machine in the 250 class there. Now once we get into 450 here, Patty Dune, welcome to the membership. Can't wait to see you on the live stream tomorrow night, buddy. Anyway, now when you get to 450s, it's a bit of a different story here. All right, so Savatgy obviously has lots and lots of experience here in the 450 class. He has been racing 450s since 2019. Started with the factory Cowrie ride there, and was pretty good that year. He actually, but the strange thing I just found here, and again I'll scroll this one more time just to make sure. Joey Savatgy in both indoors and outdoors on a 450 has never had a podium, like not one. Which is an absolutely incredible stat that I never would have even thought that he didn't have a podium either indoors or outdoors. Now, maybe individual motos he got a podium. I don't know. They don't show that on here. But as far as overalls go, he's not. Like, his best finish has been a fourth. He's gotten fourth several times. Oh, wait. Oh, nope. Never mind. That was 250 class. Almost got it. Yeah, so he's had some fourths here. But never a podium, which is actually quite shocking to me, because if you would have asked me, I would have told you, nope, Joey's definitely done that. He's definitely been a podium guy and all that good stuff, but just not to be. Now, Justin Cooper, on the other hand, here, 1 year full-time 450s here. He has 2 podiums in motocross and 1 podium in Supercross. So I guess if you got to go with who's the bigger underdog this year, to answer the question of the title of this video, I guess you got to go with Justin Cooper, because I would say that both of these guys are equally not being as talked about. Like, both of them are equally not being as talked about. But Justin Cooper is, like, sneaky good and probably will surprise some people this year. And what I mean by sneaky good is, there was a couple times in Supercross last year, I don't even remember, maybe motocross too, he was like fastest qualifier, just out of nowhere, and we were like, wait, Justin Cooper, what? And then, like I said, he podiumed Supercross. Now, granted, the podium he had in Supercross was Salt Lake City. Last round's always weird. It's kind of like A1. The first and the last rounds are always super duper weird, so who knows? But the 2 podiums outdoors, and then again, the Savatgy not having any. Now, with that being said, Joey's got the experience on him. Joey's actually on a team now for 450s here, that I don't think his future is really up in the air. I think he probably, in my opinion, can be on that team as long as he wants to here, with the Firepower Honda group there. He's coming off that Australia championship. So he's definitely, I don't know. He's seasoned. Will that translate? I mean, the 250 outdoors didn't go well last year, but again, too, there was some issues going on there with Triumph and him and not being happy, and there was a lot there. There was a lot there. So I don't know how this is going to go for him. Who do I think is better between Justin Cooper and him? I honestly think Justin Cooper is going to get the nod this year. I'll be interested to see how Saturday goes. We will. I'll actually pose this question to Justin and Cole on the show on Saturday. So that'll be fun to get their takes on it. I know Justin's a big Saachi guy, but I mean you can't argue with the facts of Justin Cooper is just he's solid. He's solid, and I think his solid riding and solid finishes here will continue to get him 450 rides as we go forward. Again, I think Joey's solid in where he's at now team-wise, at least for the next several years as long as he wants to race. But I don't know where he'll get to exactly. Like, I don't know what his level is here, if he can get back to that level of, podium contention guys. So he, that factory Kawasaki year, he definitely shocked people with how good he was. But it's shocking to me that didn't equate to a podium finish. So, all right, let's jump into the chat here and do some talking. I don't think they'll get on the podium. The only place they might would be Daytona. Well, I don't know, because you have so many Daytona guys right now. Like, you've got, obviously, Eli. Coop's really good at Daytona. Jet is obviously super good. He beat Eli last year. And then you got Chase there. I mean, any of these guys to get on the podium, either of these guys will be impressive, to say the least. So, I don't know that I completely agree with that, Eric. David, what's up, buddy? I think JCoop is definitely underrated and will be sneaky good this year. I fully agree. I fully agree. So, John Sosa, UC Pro Circuit announced what coast everyone is racing. I have not seen that yet. I will have to go look that up. Let's see here. Let's pull up the old Instagram, because I know that's where that information's at. But yeah, as far as Joey and JCoop goes, like I said, I have to give the nod to JCoop as being more underrated, just because I think his ceiling's higher than what Savatgy's is right now. I think Savatgy's ceiling is a podium, where I think JCoop's ceiling is multiple podiums, etc. John also says Levi took the bait, is going West Coast. We kind of all knew that. It wasn't a very well kept secret that he was going to probably be on the West Coast there. So no real surprise there. Again, I think he wins a race or two, but I don't think he beats Deegan for that title. Eric says Joey doesn't have that good of starts on 450. JCoop can get good starts on both. Also true. JCoop can also put in that heater speed, which gets him a good gate pick to go off for the heat race there. So I mean, I have to agree with that. I do think they're both equally not being talked about. Is my point of this whole thing is, like, you got JCoop and you got Savatgy, and no one's talking about any of them. Like, we talked about both of them in our 450 preview, but it's very, very, very quiet on both of them. And I really think that you're going to get guys that are going to do things that you're going to be surprised as to what they're doing out of both of them. West Coast is, David says West Coast is stacked, so East Coast is going to be pretty easy for a championship looking at the landscape of it. Yeah, I mean, Vial's basically going to probably have that again, but we'll have to wait and see. Is Joey's bike good enough is the question. I think so. I mean, Dean rides that bike. That bike doesn't seem to be that bad for him. I know Dean wasn't great, but Dean with all the issues Dean has, was still floating around that top 10 position. So I don't think the bike is going to be an issue with that, especially because it's the 450 class. Patty, the only thing that worries me about Joey is Dino made him look good in Oz. I'd put JCoop above Joey. I think I totally agree. And then Patty again, that leads to another question. Does that mean that Triumph isn't quite as good as the hype, or is it the firepower Honda's just dialed in? The issue that the issue there is there was issues behind. Triumph wasn't stoked on Joey, and Joey wasn't stoked on Triumph because of certain things, and I don't know exactly what that is. I've just heard that there's been like about him going both ways there, and so by the time you got to a certain point, I'm not going to go the stereotypical like, oh, parts were disappearing off his bike, whatever. But what I will say is that there's a level of testing and commitment that the team has to guys that are going to stick around and guys that are not going to stick around, a la Joey. That's what happened. And part of the thing too with the Joey situation and Triumph there is that the deal when Joey went to Triumph was that they would argue or they would fight for him to ride a 250 in Supercross last year, which of course obviously didn't happen. And then there would be a fight, and then once that happened, then he would be able to transition to a 450. However, the 450's been delayed, so because the 450's been delayed, they didn't have anywhere for him, and Joey didn't want to take another Supercross season off. So Joey went looking. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, there is nothing. There's not a whole lot deeper than that, but that's kind of the the basis of what happened there, is that Joey basically was supposed to do 450, and he didn't end up getting to do that because, again, the 450 just got pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. So let's see here. I'm trying to look for the Pro Circuit announcement, which of course I'm going to have to go in my search bar and search for Pro Circuit. So let's see here. Pro Circuit. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong one. Let's go to PC Race Team. Let's see here. All right. Okay, so we got Marchbanks and Kitchen at A1. So, okay, Marchbanks and Kitchen. So we're going to have 6 dudes on the East Coast. So let's see, who do we got? McAdoo, Masterpool. Who else is on there? Hold on. Let's freaking, here we go. Here's the lineup. Oh, cool. Don't give me anybody with their helmet off so I can see, because of course the 250 numbers change all the time, so I don't know who the hell is who. Oh, super cool. Super duper cool. Yeah, so we got Masterpool, McAdoo. I'm missing people here. Let's see here. It's Styles Robertson. He's not there anymore. Who am I missing? Gosh, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't know. I give up. I quit. Yeah, so... But yeah, so Marchbanks and Kitchen on the West Coast there. That will be, I mean, that's pretty typical of what I thought it was going to be. How is Marchbanks going to do? That's a big question too. Like, is he going to be better than he was on the club bike? I don't know. Last time I saw him ride a PC bike, he won a Supercross because that was Daytona 2020. Was there, did see in person. But I don't know. I don't know that he takes a step like that and really goes that extra distance there. So make sure you guys comment down below, especially if you're watching the replay, on your thoughts on Savatgy, JCoop. Who's bigger underdog? Who do you think will do better this year? Again, I'm saying JCoop's going to do better this year. I do believe that guy is slotted for, he will find a way to get a podium or 2, maybe even 3 in this 450 Supercross season. Is it consistent? No. Is it completely random? Yes. Do things have to fall into place? Yes, because if you go out on a night that everything is happening normally for everybody, I do believe, you know, you've got Chase, Hunter, Jet, Cooper Webb, Tomac, all beat him, no problem. Savatgy, again, I think there's an outside chance he gets a podium, but I don't really think there's a whole bunch more opportunity for him than that outside kind of individual chance. Outside of that, I think he's going to be probably a 6th to 12th place guy, to be honest with you. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see. I think it's better. I think he's going to be consistently there, but I think he's just going to be in that 6 to 12 range because there's 5 dudes ahead of him there for sure that it's like he's not better than those guys. Now, can Can he have some things go his way and make something happen? Yep, sure can. But outside of that, I don't know. So I think Joey's a bit of a whiner. Joey's not a bit of a whiner. He strives for perfection, and people don't like that. So that's the issue with Joey. He's striving for perfection all the time. And perfection for him would be to go out and basically do what Jet does, like win races and stuff. Now, Joey Savatgy's not Jet Lawrence. Joey Savatgy will never be Jet Lawrence. And so, yeah, so he's always going to be striving. He's going to get a podium and be like, man, the bike wasn't that good or whatever. And that'll be something that I think, just being a few years older than him, of understanding of like, bro, like, you got to look at this as like, yeah, I could be better. I'm going to strive to be better. But at the end of the day, too, you're going to have to accept what you are, where you are, who you are, and what your career is, and be happy with what you're getting, man. Like, you're getting paid to race a motorcycle. I'm not getting paid to race I'm not even getting paid to do this right now. It's costing me money to do this freaking live stream right now. I love doing these. I'm going to continue to do stuff like this, but it's still costing me money. You're getting paid to ride a dirt bike. Like, go ride the dirt bike. Enjoy it. Enjoy your kids. Whatever you got, multiples, I don't know. Enjoy your wife. Enjoy traveling. Enjoy the time you get to do this, because guess what? You're going to wake up in 5 years and not be doing this. So the amount I would give to be able to ride a motorcycle for a living would be awesome. But it's not a thing. It's not a thing. So, all right, jump back in the chat here for just a second as we kind of get ready to land the plane here. How about Ferrandis? I have no idea with Ferrandis. Absolutely zero. What I'd heard about Ferrandis last year was that he was going to leave there, the Phoenix Honda team, go to Husky. Then the whole Husky gas situation started happening. All of a sudden I heard, oh, well, he's not going to do that. Now he's back at Phoenix. And I don't know, man. Like, last year he was kind of irrelevant. So I don't have any thoughts on Ferrandis. We'll see when we get there. You know, he's, again, another guy on the line with 250 titles, a 450 outdoor championship. But again, he just can't make things happen like some of the other guys, and there's just so much talent at the top now that it's just never. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Guys, make sure to hit that chat if you guys have any questions here as I get ready to finalize this. So yeah, so this live stream here is going to be a little bit shorter than normal. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Everybody who's hit that like button, everybody who's made a comment, everybody who's watching these, I really, really appreciate it, you guys. I also want to direct you guys, like I said, to the members area, because I know a lot of you guys watch a lot of this stuff. You guys want to chit-chat with me. I try to do as much as I can, either in the comments or in the DMs or whatever with you guys. But again, I have a ton of stuff going on, so I can only get to so much. But now with this members area, we have the opportunity to chat once a week, Thursday nights, Thirsty Thursday talk. We can talk anything from the normal moto stuff we do to anything about life in general. Again, make sure, hit that members area, B-Class Bench Racers, just $5 a month. You get that. You get early access to like all the video sections I cut, so you don't have to watch the entire video if you don't want to. And then you get to watch us live. You get a live stream of us recording the show. So thank you all for joining that. Make sure to do that if you haven't, because again, like I said, I don't know where these Thirsty Thursdays are going to go. I'm probably going to do a few, and then I'll probably put one out publicly, so that, depending upon what we talk about, so that people can actually kind of see what is in them. And yeah, and we've got one more of these live at lunch live streams this week. This is number 8. We have number 9 tomorrow, which should be a good one. So make sure to tell your friends. It is the Forkner versus Deegan discussion. So make sure to check that out tomorrow. Again, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern in the United States here. We'll be back with that conversation. Make sure, again, to check out TLR Coatings if you guys work in the trades or whatever. Custom Milwaukee fastback knives. No blades in it. It's fine. But yeah, any sort of custom color you guys want, we can do custom ones of those too. And we thank them for providing this studio for us, because that's basically who's been providing our studio space for years. So a couple more comments here. Joe says, "I'd love to see JCoop be a top 5 guy." I think he'll dabble in there quite a bit this year. And then Patty, even in your 40s, you still have dreams about being a top 20 national guys. In the 40s was a while ago for me. Well, I understand that too, man. But all we can do is just keep riding dirt bikes. I mean, I enjoy the competition side of racing, even locally, even though I don't really do it that much anymore. But it gives me a reason to train and do things. So outside of, I just don't want to be the fat dad. Nothing wrong with being the fat dad. I just don't want to be that. Drives me up the walls. I'm self-conscious about that. So anyway, all right, everybody. This has been Live at Lunch number 8. Speaking of, I'm going to go have lunch because I'm starving. Didn't get a chance to do that before we got started here because this morning's just gone all cattywampus on me. Thank you all again for tuning in. Update on the rest of the week, too. Like I said, Live at Lunch tomorrow, Thursday, number 9, Deegan versus Forkner. Friday, multiple videos will be coming out for talking about press day. I have a video I'm recording tonight for 3 things that I will be watching at A1, so make sure to check those out when they come out on Friday. Saturday, we will be doing some sort of live stream during qualifying. I have got to look up the schedule here either tonight or tomorrow, and I will get that posted. Same thing like we used to do last year where we did the live qualifying shows. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. You can hear commentary during Q2 as to what we think is going on. I think Cole's coming. Not 100% sure. We'll see. And then, of course, reaction show right after the race. And Tuesday, main show, unless you're a member. And then you can watch us record the main show on Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. All of you who watched, the 11 of you that thumbs up, y'all are awesome. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Deegan versus Forkner. Gonna be a good one. Later.